Hello and welcome back to part 3 of our run through of the Focus Lite software package. In parts 1 and 2 we have covered the daily rules and how they can be assigned to a work schedule. Here in part 3 we will look at the parameters held within an individual employee record. So to begin, let's right click on the employee in the tree view and select the employee details. Okay. Under the General tab, we can see the data entry field for items such as first name, last name, job title and payroll number. If we look at the Rules tab, it is here where we assign the employee to a specific work schedule. A weekly rule that we discussed in part 2 can also be selected here. We can set multiplication factors for each rate of pay. For example, basic pay could be times 1, overtime rate 2 could be time and a quarter, rate 3 time and a third, etc, etc, depending upon specific required rates that the company actually has. The references relates to an employee pay or rate element within certain payroll packages. Sage, for example, requires the pay reference element to be included when importing the time and attendance data. This allows Sage to match the total time at each rate determined by Focus with the employee's specific hourly pay at each rate. Under the Groups tab, we can select the group this employee belongs to. You may recall that an employee can belong in up to 5 groups. The parameter Fire Alarm Muster Group allows us to separate employees into different groups when a fire evacuation report is printed. Individual groups can be set to print on separate pages, which makes life easier generally during a muster roll call. That will be it for the employee details. So thank you for watching part 3. In the next video we'll be looking more in depth at an employee's timesheet.